Well, his time over in Vietnam was the fact that he was always pursuing, doing reconnaissance and so forth. And what we understand that he had already done his tour, and they were short of those type of pilots, so he re-upped on that, and that he did another 6 months of it, and then he re-upped again to help him, because and then about that time is when he got shot on his third tour. Man, that's one of those things you search, and you would love him to be here, but what he was doing was for his country, and he loved doing that. And for me to sit back and I can't be nothing but just proud. Oh, it's just been so much. It's been great, something that he's really needed over the years, and I just can't thank Dale City enough for doing what they've done. Well, about like, I want just anyone, someone walking down the street, to know that, he wasn't doing it for the glory. It wasn't that at all. It was that he had a good camaraderie with his friends and his brothers that were fighting in the war. He wanted to do everybody proud. And I think that's what I would love for everybody to know, that he was a proud person, and he loved his country, loved his family, loved his mates. Basically, being so young and him much older than we were, not having the time that we wanted with him, but we spent a lot of time with her. And so I have to believe that, he was so much like her, and she loved to laugh. My aunt loved to laugh, so I have to believe that Michael was the same way. We were waiting and counting the days that, he was supposed to come home, and we were looking forward to that. And my dad being a barber, we were and we didn't have a phone at home at that time, but it just so happened it was after work that Dad got the phone call. It was around 5:30 or so, and we were getting ready to leave the barber shop. And anyway, he had gotten the phone call and said he was missing in action. Well, we always thought that phone call was saying he's on his way home, but instead it was reversed. That he was missing in action. And I'll never forget my dad sitting back in the barber chair, and he said that, man, those pilots, they know how to get out of stuff, so maybe he got out. And then it was a few days later, or a week or so later, that we found that he was killed, and he was no longer missing. But we still look for the day to bring him home, and then the funeral, of course. I remember a lot of that, and a lot of the friends or family members that came up were at her house before we went to the church for the services. But it was great. It was great. He would have been honored that way.